back on the menus nationwide. What the company says led to the E. coli outbreak last week.
Plus, week 2 of early voting is here. How much time you have left to cast your ballots before Election Day?
We're taking a live look outside with live cam. Of course, warm and dry start to the week. Justin, we're going to tell us how long it could last.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And good morning, 6 a.m. on your Monday, and it's October the 28th. We are days away from Halloween.
Absolutely, yeah. Counting down to Halloween. Unfortunately, not a great start for your work week for Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
Had a loss there to their boogeyman. I call the 49ers their boogeyman. I don't think the Cowboys have beaten them like in the past 5 or 6 years, honestly.
Well, the Cowboys, they've been tripping for the past couple games. So either way, we're going to get our lives together.
Yes. You know what, though? As Justin mentioned earlier, the Spurs did win, Justin.
Yes, they did.
You also got a big win for your Aggies.
Yes, they did.
I noticed you didn't mention Texas winning, though.
I mean, they did. They beat Vanderbilt. It was a great weekend.
Yeah.
The Aggies had a heck of a second half.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched that game, but we're feeling excited right now. We'll see how long that lasts.
All right.
I can tell you this. We're going to finally see a pattern change this week. It's about time. We need some rain. I think there is some in the forecast. As we go outside for you right now, 69 degrees here in San Antonio, 70 in Converse. A little cooler as you get up into the hill country. All in all, not a bad morning, but we will see those temperatures get quite warm this afternoon. This is the same pattern we've been in, but this is kind of the last day. We're going to start to see those changes take hold tomorrow. 88 degrees is our high this afternoon. Weather headlines. So yes, more humidity in the forecast and maybe a few showers as early as tomorrow. And then for Halloween, we're going to see a cold front get a little bit closer to us. It likely stalls, but just close enough to give us some rain chances. So on Halloween, there could be some showers around. I don't know that it will impact trick-or-treating that much, but we are going to talk about the impacts that it may have. And by the way, these rain chances go all the way into the weekend. So we're excited about that. I'm going to show you the extended forecast coming up in just a couple minutes. But let's check in on the roads this morning as you head out the door. Hopefully smooth sailing.
Oh, yeah. Things are looking great so far. From TransGuide, US 90 and Military Drive, you see traffic is moving along just fine. Everybody's getting up and about as you're on your way to work or to school. US 90 and Couples, you're doing a great job as well. So, yeah, so no incidents that are disrupting any kind of traffic so far right now from this perspective, RJ.
That's right. Just a couple of smaller things. 281 northbound at Sonterra Boulevard for all of our drivers north side of town. Good morning to you guys, and good morning to all our folks southeast side right there at 37 at Carolina, and who knows where this camera is right there. One thing we do want to let you know is Alex Gomez is off today, a much deserved 3-day weekend for Alex. So Jaffney and I will be manning the TransGuide cameras this morning. Jaffney.
We got you. All right, guys, let's get to some big news right now. Bexar County sitting at more than, get this, 315,000 ballots cast so far during early voting, and that averages about 45,000 people voting per day.
Yeah, impressive numbers so far, and you still have a week left to vote early. Our Devin Karp is here with us in the studio to share reaction from other voters who have already cast their ballot. Good morning, Devin.
Hey, good morning, guys. You know, some of those early voter numbers, that accounts for me and other staff right here at KSAT. We're putting in our civic duty as well. And just as a reminder for registered voters, you can vote at any of the polling locations in Bexar County, and that's a pretty big difference and an enticing option to get out there early. Most people we spoke to say it's way easier to vote now than on Election Day, when it's probably going to be super packed at those polling locations on the 5th. Now, more than 250,000 people have cast their ballot just during the first week of early voting. Now, spectacular. That's the word Bexar County election officials are referring to this year's record-breaking turnout numbers.
Just get out there and vote, because if you don't, then you don't really have a say in what goes on in the government. I hear so many people out there complaining, but they don't vote.
Whether you do it early or whether you do it by mail or whether you do it on the 5th of November, just do it.
Now, you still got until this Friday, the November 1st, to cast your ballot early as long as you're registered to vote and you have a valid form of an ID like a driver's license. The polls are going to be open this week from 8 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night each day. Now, so many more voting resources are on our website, KSAT.com, things like some sample ballots and a list of polling locations. You can even check which polling places are the busiest and the least busy before you head out the door to vote. Not a bad idea to do some of that homework ahead of time to stay in the loop of all things elections related. You can just scan that QR code right here next to me or follow along on the Vote 2024 page on our website, KSAT.com. RJ and Jaffney.
Thank you so much, Dan. All right, let's get right to some drama that happened at the polls. Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez has instructed his office to hold this man accountable after he was arrested and charged with assaulting a poll worker last week. 63-year-old Jesse Lutzenberger has been charged with injury to an elderly after investigators say that he punched a poll worker who asked him to remove a hat that he was wearing. Now, Lutzenberger was wearing a Make America Great Again hat at the polling location. And you will know that Texas law prohibits voters from wearing clothes or accessories that support specific parties or candidates within 100 feet of the polling location. Bexar County Sheriff's Office says that Lutzenberger initially complied when he was asked to remove his hat, but here's when things got crazy. He was spotted wearing it again as he left the polling place, and when the worker asked him to remove it again, that's when deputies say that he punched the man several times. Lutzenberger left and was arrested hours later at his home. He's since bonded out of jail. A DA, Joe Gonzalez, says that his office will, quote, vigorously prosecute Lutzenberger in court. In a statement, Gonzalez added that part, quote, no one has the right to assault, threaten, harass, or intimidate an election employee or voter. Please rest assured that if anyone in our community engages in this conduct at a polling site, the Bexar County District Attorney's Office, under my leadership, will hold those individuals accountable, end quote. In your morning headlines, a special benefit concert is coming up in Charlotte, North Carolina on Saturday to help the victims of Hurricane Helene. Some of the country music's biggest stars are performing. Singers like Eric Church and Luke Combs will headline the event. They said that their goal is to have one night to uplift one another and let Western North Carolina know that they're not alone.
And sticking with some destructive weather here, this month of October set records for the lack of rain and the high temperatures, the results of record-setting drought conditions, which have sparked fires across the country. This so-called rush fire in Oklahoma has burned more than 10,000 acres in just 3 days. And firefighters here in Texas are getting extra planes and helicopters ready to battle as those fires as a precaution. So more than 40 states are affected by drought, with little to no rain expected this week.
Back here at home, the San Antonio River Authority will be cleaning up this week. They're going to be removing unwanted vegetation along Mission Reach. River Authority officials say that the removal project will prevent flooding, support wildlife, and protect infrastructure. Trails will be impacted at times, but there will be signs to keep you updated. The project will continue through January of 2025.
Yeah, very important effort to keep our river clean. While CPS Energy now will be hosting a public input session. That's tonight, where you can engage with board members directly. It will be held from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. at CPS Energy headquarters. That is at 500 McCullough. Community members and stakeholders will be able to talk to CPS Energy leaders on many topics, but you have to give them notice. You can do that until 1 o'clock today. Email public comments, the registration at cpsenergy.com, or you can call that number there, 210-351-4662. All right, already off to a fast start on your Monday morning. 6:08, 68 degrees outside.
All right, coming up, the Cowboys couldn't pull off an upset against San Francisco, while the Texans had to wait till the last play of their game to finish off the Colts. We have all that coming up before 6:30.
Yeah, at least the Texans are doing okay.
Right.
Well, coming up next, the cost of childcare continues to hurt budgets of families nationwide. We'll look at what is happening and the top 3 most expensive states.
Taking a live look outside with Live Cam. Good morning, San Antonio. Things are looking great so far. Obviously, we're still looking at 69 degrees outside, so mornings are feeling nice, but it might be still a little warm. Justin Horn has all that you need to know in your forecast.
6:12, welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. Well, this morning, McDonald's is preparing to put the Quarter Pounder back on the menu. The burgers will return to roughly 900 restaurants this week after they were pulled in connection with a deadly E. coli outbreak. At least 75 cases were reported across 13 states. You see the map right there. Nearly 24 people were hospitalized and 1 man in Colorado died. McDonald's says that the FDA believes that onions from a single supplier, that would be Taylor Farms, are the likely source. For the time being, McDonald's has stopped doing business with Taylor Farms, which has removed its yellow onions entirely from the market. All right, meanwhile, moving on to other news here. The cost of childcare, we all know this is a tough one for parents, continues to be a hot topic for families across the country.
Experts say that the burden just got even more expensive. The question now is, will there be any relief? A new study finds the typical American household with one infant is now spending about 15% of its total income on daycare. That amounts to spending an average of $14,070 per year per infant. ABC station KOMO in Seattle recently held a town hall on the issue.
Most of the places were more than our mortgage, which seems kind of crazy.
Having 2 kids go to daycare 2 days a week in Seattle, still the cost of it will be more than my take-home pay.
It's been a hot topic on the campaign trail. Former President Donald Trump.
We're going to be taking in trillions of dollars. And as much as child care is talked about as being expensive, it's relatively speaking not very expensive compared to the kind of numbers we'll be taking in.
Vice President Kamala Harris.
My plan is that no family, no working family should pay more than 7% of their income in child care.
Many child care centers say post-COVID, they've struggled with staffing shortages and the expiration of federal funds and have been forced to pass higher costs onto families. Those costs, according to one survey, has prompted 45% of working mothers to consider leaving the workforce or reducing their work hours.
Which has a direct impact then on our economy. You see the businesses, everyone has help wanted.
The new study ranked all 50 states on daycare costs. The 3 least affordable states were New Mexico, Hawaii, and New York. Now,
yes,
that's a very tough situation because we always know how difficult it is to try to afford that. And then not only affording that, trying to balance out your work life and all that good stuff. Like,
yeah. There's a lot
parents
that
are
goes
something
into it.
else.
I know. Childcare in general just continues to skyrocket for sure. So my brother actually just had a baby, and they were telling me all about it the other day.
Yeah. Yes. It's a whole nother ball game. It is 6:15 right now, 69 degrees outside.
That's right. We're going to show you our traffic here real quick, taking a look at your traffic authority and some of our TransGuide traffic cameras. I was trying to find this incident there on Sonterra at 281. I believe it's the northbound lanes of 281 at Sonterra. As I scan over here, come over to our camera. Let's see if we find it there. No, that's not it. Okay, there it is. Yeah, 281 northbound at Sonterra. This is basically the biggest thing that we're seeing at the moment, causing a little bit of delays for our drivers there, but everything is off to the shoulder. And we also have Loop 410 East at Morrison Avenue. So that's causing some delays for our drivers on the south side of town. Well, before we get to weather, I want to let you know that thousands of people made their way to downtown yesterday for day 2 of Muertos Fest. Dozens of altars were scattered all over Hemisphere for families, loved ones, and strangers to pay their respect to friends and, of course, family members and even pets that have passed. I love seeing the alebrijes out there. That, of course, means the spirit animal, our pets that have gone on to the afterlife. Well, if you missed this weekend's festivities, don't worry. We have a special broadcast of the event. That's going to be this upcoming Wednesday on all KSAT platforms. It's going to start 7 o'clock. Again, I was honored to be co-hosting this with Stefania Jimenez.
Yeah.
And again, beautiful altars. Look at the little pets right there, paying our respects to our family members and friends that have passed on.
All right, let's get right over to Justin. He has a really cool megaphone question.
Yes, our Just Ask Justin question this morning is, okay, so the last time we got, the one and only time we ever got down to freezing on Halloween was October 31st, 1993.
Okay.
So my question to you is, what was the #1 song at the time? Was it End of the Road by Boyz II Men, RJ's favorite karaoke song?
Love that. Love it.
I Would Do Anything for Love by Meatloaf, but I won't do that. The Sign by Ace of Base, or Creep by TLC. Who's getting no love this morning?
Which, hey, it's okay because...
Looks like Meatloaf, right?
Yeah, Meatloaf's winning right now.
No, I like I said, you do your process of elimination. And from my little bootleg knowledge, I don't think Creep was out just yet around that time.
I will give you a hint.
These are all different years.
These are all different years.
Okay.
So you can vote ksat.com/poll and let us know what you think, or you can scan the QR code. All good songs, though. Let's be honest, your 90s were a great decade. Anyway, that is the question this morning. And if you'd like to participate, please do. We'll reveal that answer here in about half an hour. Good music. Yeah, it is not going to be down to freezing on Halloween this year. In fact, it's going to be fairly warm. And now we've gone 52 consecutive days without rainfall. That's the 4th longest stretch ever. This is the longest stretch since 1996. We need some rain, guys, in the worst way. And I do think we're going to have an opportunity for some rain this week. Here's a look at the rain chances. Just 20% chance tomorrow night, and Wednesday. No rain chance today, okay? We start that tomorrow. Then by Wednesday night into Thursday, we pick up the rain chances to 30%. Showers, maybe a storm. Thursday night, we do bring those down, and I know that's important because that is, of course, trick-or-treating. And then by Friday, we bump it back up to a 30% chance of rain. So let me walk you through the futurecast here. As we get into tomorrow, and this is 7 a.m., I think we'll start to see some showers developing along the coast, maybe east of San Antonio, but some of these could work a little closer to us by midday. I'd say morning to midday is kind of our window. If we're going to see a couple showers tomorrow, is when it will be. Everything will be light. This is not significant rainfall, but it is rain nonetheless. It will be cloudy. It will be very humid on Tuesday. Then we'll watch for an approaching front. This should arrive late on Wednesday into early Thursday morning. As it gets a little bit closer now, this is not forecast to move through, but as it gets closer, it will kick up some showers and storms. This is Thursday morning at 7 o'clock. Does show the potential for showers and again, maybe a storm, 30% chance of rain. This front stalls out, still gives us some rain chances on Thursday. But again, around trick-or-treating time, hopefully we can get a window. It's definitely not going to be a rain out on Thursday, but it could be a little damp outside for trick-or-treating. It certainly won't stop the kiddos from heading out there. 69 degrees at the airport right now, 70 New Braunfels and Converse, low 60s for Bernie and Kerrville. Our forecast today is a warm one, noontime 78. We'll lose some of the clouds and make our way into the upper 80s later today. 85 Tuesday, 86 Wednesday. The clouds and the rain will drag temperatures down just a little bit. 84 for Halloween, that's not bad. Coolest day may be Friday, 82 with a 30% chance of rain. And then this weekend, still some lingering rain chances. So there's an overall pattern shift here. And we're not getting just a ton of energy down here in Texas, but at least it's something different than these upper 80s and sunny every afternoon. And we do need the rain. We'll see how that kind of plays out with Halloween. I feel okay about trick-or-treating. I think we'll be all right. But stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated. We'll be able to get an hour-by-hour forecast as we get a little closer.
The kiddos should dress up like Georgie in his little rain gear.
From it?
Yeah,
Okay,
you'll float too, Georgie. Yeah, that would be perfect because you'd be prepared.
Yeah.
It's good thinking.
Jeff got to go right to that horror movie. All right, 6:20 right now, 69 degrees outside.
Just ahead, the Spurs are back for a rematch tonight against the Rockets. We've got that, plus a look at the week ahead for the Silver and Black.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardians. At each day's start, as time went on, it was easy to see. I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardians works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardians can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardians and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardians with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardians is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
All right, guys, let's get right to it. Cowboys fans waking up with a hangover after another loss to the 49ers.
That's right. The 49ers, the Cowboys boogeyman. I can't remember last time the Cowboys actually beat the Niners here, but the Cowboys actually led at halftime, but then were undone by a terrible third quarter. You saw right there, George Kittle coming out swinging, and the 49ers started the second half. They scored 21 points in the third quarter alone. The Cowboys try to make a comeback. You see CeeDee Lamb right there getting a touchdown late in the fourth, but again, little too late, as is often the case. Dak Prescott cannot get it done there. Dallas suffers its first road loss of the season. That final score is 30-24 against the hated 49ers, and they're now 3-4 as we approach the halfway mark of the season.
So looking ahead, the Cowboys will stay on the road this weekend against the Atlanta Falcons. Kickoff for the matchup Sunday at noon.
All right, over in H-Town, how about them Texans? The Texans were able to hold off a late comeback from the Indianapolis Colts to win this one 23-20. Houston improving to 6-2, and they are leading the AFC South Division.
So get this, though. The Texans have 2 games in 5 days. Houston will next play at the MetLife Stadium to face the New York Jets on Thursday Night Football. That's at 7:15 p.m. on Amazon Prime Video in just a few days.
You love to see it, and you know what? You cannot stop it. Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama connected for a couple of thunderous alley-oop dunks on Saturday night against the Houston Rockets. The Spurs led by 22 points at one point before Houston got back into this game, but the Spurs hold on to get their first win of the season. I like that. KJ, my guy right there, 109-106. So they'll get a rematch against the Rockets tonight. 7 o'clock tip-off against H-Town in front of the home crowd at the Frostbank Center.
And then on Wednesday, San Antonio is at OKC for an 8:30 tip-off, and a back-to-back Thursday at Utah for an 8 o'clock start on Halloween night. Hopefully they can scare a win in. Then Saturday, the Timberwolves are in town. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip. So, yeah, a lot of action right there. Yeah. And again, it wasn't all negative. Cowboys lost, but people...
That's right. And I think Spurs, after the first game, they were like, oh, my God, something's wrong with this team. But no, they'll be okay. There'll be some good nights, but that was a good night.
All right. It was 6:26 right now. We got 69 degrees outside.
All right. Just ahead at 6:30. Have you ever wondered about other people's favorite Halloween candy? What a new report says is the most popular candy for people right here in the state of Texas.
And now it's time to declutter your home before family shows up during the holidays. How you can avoid getting overwhelmed by all of your stuff.
6:30 right now on GMSA. Early voting is off to a hot start across Bexar County. What some voters tell us that they are trying to do for younger generations this election year. Plus,
it's remarkably effective. It reduces suicide attempts by like 76% as compared to traditional suicide prevention strategies.
An entirely new way of thinking about suicide prevention. Why both experts and patients are calling it a ray of hope and believe that it's already saving lives.
And taking a look outside with live cam across the city of San Antonio on a Monday morning, we're going to check in with Justin to get you updated on that Halloween forecast. We know a lot of folks are looking forward to some trick-or-treating and just getting out and about later on this week.
Happy Monday, guys. It is now 6:31 right now, October the 28th, just days away from you guys to get in all those cool costumes and stuff.
Yeah, and we want to make sure we get those pictures. Yeah, KSAT Connect, a good spot to send those pictures in. Again, thank you very much for hanging out with us on this Monday.
Hanging out with us, and guess who else is hanging out with us?
He's right there.
Justin Horn, giving us
a little visitor, a neighborhood visitor.
Hey.
I did. So this is a video I shot this morning. I was driving to work at like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm at the stop sign in a neighborhood. And I look to the left, and this is what I see.
Oh,
little porcupine.
Cute little dude.
Little cutie.
Cute, right? I know it's kind of hard to see. It's dark. But anyway, yeah, little porcupine. I haven't seen one out and about before. So it was interesting to see.
His little old man waddles.
Yes.
He just kind of waddling along there.
You just played a sound effect, too. It was like...
That's exactly right. That's what they sound like. They do kind of sound just like an old man, like kind of groaning or whatever. It's interesting. Anyway, noontime, 78, 88 degrees this afternoon. We're going to see partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. It's going to be a warm day again. But thankfully, we are finally getting some changes this week. So let's look at the weather headlines here. What changes? We're going to get more humidity, especially as we get into tomorrow. That means some showers will start to show up. Then, a cold front moves close to the area by Wednesday night into Thursday. Likely stalls just to our north, but it's close enough to give us some rain chances. And by Halloween, we'll see some showers possible, maybe a storm. Don't think it'll be a washout, so we're not going to cancel our trick-or-treating plans. I think we'll be okay there. But I do want to show you those rain chances and how long they'll last. It's looking kind of good. We'll talk more about that in your forecast coming up in just a couple minutes. But let's get over to RJ and Jeff to look at your traffic.
All right, thank you very much, Justin, for that. Taking a look at your traffic authority. Wanted to pop up the map here because we had a crash that was reported a little bit east of the downtown area. So 37 at I-35, basically right there where 37 becomes 281. We had a crash that was backing up some traffic on the southbound lanes, but it looks like we are good to go in that area. Got a little bit of yellow on that map right there, but everything seems A-okay for right now in the downtown area. 281 at Sonterra. Things have started to clear out there. We had an incident there in the northbound lane. So right now, things are looking pretty good. Now, TxDOT just did report this. This is going to be 1604 West at Blanco Road. So we'll see if we can get eyes on that and give you more updates as we get them. Jeff.
All right, we got some great news in our political world right here on a local level. More than 315,000 people in Bexar County have cast their ballots in the first 7 days of early voting. That averages about 45,000 people per day. Great numbers.
Yeah,
right
some
there.
pretty impressive numbers there. And get this, there's still time here to make your voice heard ahead of the big election day on November 5th. Here are some reactions. We want to share those with you and experiences from early voters. Devin Karp has got all of that. Devin, good morning.
Hey, good morning, all. Look, I could tell you that my experience when I early voted yesterday was smooth and timely. We don't have to take my word for it. Some of the voters we've spoken with say voting early is one of the better ways to do it. Now, over 300,000 people cast their ballot just during the first week of early voting. Bexar County election workers tell us that even through early voting, you'll probably still encounter some long lines because of the high turnout. So make sure, be patient and courteous with the people around you and those volunteering at the polls. Now, most of the people we spoke to say it's way easier to vote now than on election day, when it's probably going to be super packed at those polling locations on the 5th. Because getting through lines is worth it, they say, to set an example for the next generation of voters.
It's very worth it. It's our God-given right as a free country to be able to come and say how we want our vote to count.
I was here because it's so important, especially this election. It really, really matters, not just for my future as a senior citizen, but for my grandchildren in their future.
Now, you still have until this Friday, November the 1st, to cast your ballot early. The polls are going to be open from 8 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night each night this week. Now, so many more voting resources are on our website, KSAT.com, things like sample ballots and a list of polling locations. You can even check in with polling places to see which ones are the busiest and which are least busy before you head out the door to vote. To stay in the loop on all things election related, it's not a bad idea to do a little bit of homework before you're standing in front of that voting machine wondering about your choices. You can just scan that QR code on your screen right there or follow along with the Vote 2024 page on our website, KSAT.com. RJ and Jaffney.
Thank you so much, Devin. So it's been 3 weeks since Suzanne Simpson disappeared near her home in Olmos Park.
That's right. Hard to believe 3 weeks. The realtor and mother of 4 was last seen walking away from her home with her husband, Brad, who's been jailed on several charges since. Now, none of those charges related to her disappearance. In the last 3 weeks, though, Olmos Park police, county and state investigators have combed through several places looking for any sign of Suzanne. Their home, the surrounding woods in Olmos Park, and a landfill in southeast Bexar County are just the main areas there where investigators closely searched.
As for Brad Simpson, he's still in jail, facing charges of domestic violence, tampering with evidence, and a weapons charge. His total bail adds up to about $3 million. If you know anything about Suzanne's disappearance, or if you have any details that could help investigators find her, call the Olmos Park Police Department. There are numbers on your screen right now that you can reach out to. All the information is also on our website at KSAT.com. A teen from Kansas is continuing her support for the town of Uvalde. Sammy McGee was 15 in 2022 when the Robb Elementary shooting happened. We've reported before that this year she made her Girl Scout project a toy drive for the families there. She now does it every year and is ramping up the efforts. This year's toy giveaway was this past weekend, and she came to Uvalde to help distribute hundreds of toys and hold a fun event for the whole community. And she won't be stopping there.
This year, we've actually started doing an angel tree, and I'm working with my church to provide the families with Christmas gifts.
She already starting on the next year's project, says the fall toy drive, and would love help from anyone who is interested. If you want to get involved, you can head to Sammy'sToyDrive.com. This morning, for many people, it's a ray of hope rooted in research, an entirely new way of thinking about suicide prevention.
That's right, Javni. Both experts and patients believe it's already saving lives. A researcher who wrote a book on this subject spoke here in San Antonio at a PTSD conference.
He told our Courtney Freeman how we should start looking at mental illness and suicide in more separate ways.
Retired Air Force veteran Nancy Dickinson spent years deployed in war zones like Iraq.
We're getting bombed all day, all night.
She brought back that trauma when she retired and settled here in San Antonio.
It was going to go downhill fast. I dealt with the suicide.
Now she's getting an innovative therapy that's changed her life.
We've historically thought of suicide as a symptom of mental illness or an outcome of mental illness, even though the majority of people who die by suicide do not have mental illness.
Dr. Craig Bryan is a psychiatrist, professor, and researcher at The Ohio State University, but works closely with UT Health San Antonio's Strong Start program, focusing on military mental health.
Prevent suicide.
At a San Antonio conference, he got to present years of research and a therapy called Brief Cognitive Behavior Therapy for Suicide Prevention, or BCBT. Just 10 to 12 sessions focusing on stress response, not solely on anxiety, depression, or PTSD.
We look at how do you react or respond to stressful situations. How do you think about yourself, about the situations that you're in, and we help people to identify those unhelpful patterns.
They practice and rehearse coping strategies.
Over time, a person then starts to react and respond. You still get upset, life happens, but people make different decisions. It's perhaps the gold standard.
They include crisis planning, an exact checklist of what to do if thoughts get negative.
It's remarkably effective. It reduces suicide attempts by like 76% as compared to traditional suicide prevention strategies.
And if patients do have mental health conditions like PTSD, they also treat those appropriately at the same time. The treatment's so promising, it's partly funded by the military.
Many service members and veterans are volunteering for research studies.
It's a full circle of progress, but it is slow.
How is this being integrated, and is it soon enough?
So it's not currently being integrated. That's, I think, one of the key problems.
Dickinson hoping that changes.
And I still go to counseling. I am still on PTSD meds.
But it's changed your life.
It has changed my life.
Courtney Friedman, KSAT 12 News.
Now, Dr. Bryan's team is already training clinicians on this therapy. UT Health San Antonio has created the infrastructure, and USAA Foundation is funding it.
All right, yes, great to see those organizations helping out in this cause. We know Military City USA, a lot of people paying attention to that story. All right, time now is 6:40 and 69 degrees outside.
As we get closer to the holidays, it's time to start cleaning out your rooms before your family comes to visit. How you can avoid getting overwhelmed with decluttering. Welcome back. It is 6:44. Doctors say that getting rid of clutter in your home can be good for your mental health.
Absolutely. So as the holiday season approaches, it's time to start clearing out those rooms for friends and family to come visit for the holidays.
Now, Patty Santos helping us not get overwhelmed in the process.
I love to organize.
Michelle McKenna is a professional organizer. She's been helping busy families clean out garages, closets, and entire houses.
And it's easier to work with somebody than to do it by yourself.
Her first tip is start with a small weekend project.
Don't get overwhelmed. If you're stressed, just start small. That's the biggest pointer I have.
Then make a pile of keeps, donations, and throwaway. Put those things that haven't been used in 5 to 10 years in the going out pile.
What is going to be kept will go into these bins, and they'll be labeled, and they'll probably just be stacked against the wall, so everything will be neat and they can find everything.
Invest in a good, strong, sturdy container.
Yes, that's definitely important.
Parents, we are all guilty of being sentimental hoarders.
A lot of toys will be put in the garage that kids have outgrown. A lot of sports equipment, of course, is in the garage.
A simple strategy is hanging things to clear the floors. Once your space is all cleared, be mindful of what you bring back in.
Rule of thumb is if you buy 2 new things, maybe get rid of 2 things.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
All right, we got to get right out to traffic real quick.
Yes.
There is a lot of stuff happening.
Well, talking about decluttering, there is no decluttering the situation on the east side of town right now. So let's go ahead and take you outside with your traffic authority right now. And I want to show you this incident here, east side of town. This is going to be an I-10 at WW White Road. So basically right before you get to 410, that major intersection, we do have a major crash. It looks like it has shut down the highway for the time being. So again, some major incidents there. Traffic being backed up all the way to WW White Road from the I-10 and 410 intersection. Want to see if we get some more details on this. And again, we have 3 main lanes blocked at the moment. So again, a full shutdown of that highway. You can try and use WWY. You see it goes north and south to maybe get around this if you need to get to 410 or south of I-10. But not a good situation out there for our drivers on the east side of town, y'all. Yeah. Not good.
Not good at all. Had us on
yes.
All right. Is it time?
It's time.
It's time to just ask Justin.
Time for the big reveal.
Let's go.
Okay, so our question this morning was, the last time we got down to freezing, the one and only time actually that we got down to freezing on Halloween was October 31st, 1993. So my question to you was, what was the #1 song on that date in 1993? Was it End of the Road by Boyz II Men? A great song.
Love it.
I Would Do Anything for Love, but I Won't Do That by Meatloaf. The Sign by Ace of Base, or Creep by TLC.
I'm going with Spinning Around and Around, although we've come.
Okay.
I'll finish that to the end of the road. I'm going to go A2. First concert I went to, Boyz II Men, MC Hammer, Jodeci.
I love Boyz II Men.
Yeah, and I'm going A.
Boyz II Men.
I'm so glad you guys picked that.
Is it right?
Best band. No, it's not.
Oh, see, just said.
It is I Would Do Anything for Love, but I Won't Do That by Meatloaf.
Well, I mean, that's a great song, too, though.
Yeah, it is good.
Not as good as the other.
It was #1 for 5 weeks,
Wow.
starting on Halloween. So there you go. 1993, the early 90s, just primo time for music. Let's be honest here. Anyway, we are not going to get down to freezing on Halloween, not even close. This is going to go down as one of the hottest Octobers on record. If it were to end today, we'd be at 78.2. That's the average temperature. That would be enough for first place. Hottest October ever. Don't know that we'll end up there, but I think we'll either be first or second. It will be very close to 1931. So just based on the forecast, expect that the heat will continue. We're going to be cloudy this morning, mostly cloudy by the mid-morning and then partly cloudy midday. And by the afternoon, we're up around 88. So it's another warm day here in South Texas. Yesterday, we got up to 90, so a little bit cooler than that. But here's the good news. We got some rain chances headed our way. So by Tuesday, tomorrow, we got a 20% chance. Tuesday night, 20% chance. Wednesday, 20%. And then by Wednesday night, as the front gets a little bit closer, we have to bump rain chances up to 30%. And we'll also see a 30% chance on Friday. And I know Thursday night, that's an important time frame, right? Because we got trick-or-treating. We lower rain chances just a little bit. Pattern change in general. We're starting to see this take shape. We got a big trough out west. So you're starting to see rain, cooler weather, and some gusty winds out west. This front is going to try to make a run at South Texas. In the meantime, we'll get moisture feeding up out ahead of it. So that'll give us a few showers tomorrow. This is noontime tomorrow. And then as we get into Wednesday, front starts to pull into Texas. We'll still have a few showers here, but it's Wednesday night into early Thursday morning when I think we have our best chance for rain as this front gets just close enough. Again, probably does not move through, but as long as it can get in the vicinity, it will give us that chance for rain and then a few lingering showers late Thursday. So here's how I think it plays out. 85 Tuesday, 20% chance of rain, 86 Wednesday, and then on Thursday for Halloween, we bump it up to a 30% chance. Right now, I don't see any significant impacts for trick-or-treating. We'll keep you posted. I think we'll be okay. 82 Friday, 30% chance of rain, and then even still some lingering chances into the weekend. It's still warm, but slightly cooler than it has been. And don't forget, we fall back Sunday morning.
There we go.
So meatloaf, huh? Very nice.
Meatloaf.
Yes. All right, guys. 6:50 right now, 69 degrees outside.
Up next before 7, a North Carolina man has a great story to tell, how finding money on the ground led to an even bigger payday.
And taking a look outside with live cam, it is a Monday morning across San Antonio. Good morning to all our folks out there. Hey, we've got a big crash on the east side of town right now. I-10 headed towards 410. We're going to show you the TransGuide traffic shots and check in with Justin one more time before we get you out of here on your Monday morning.
All right, welcome back. Looking ahead, what do you do if you find an injured wildlife animal? Well, you go to a place that we've told you about before. Tomorrow on GMSA, we've got a sneak peek at their new home.
And before you go, check this out. A man in North Carolina went to a convenience store and found $20 just laying in the parking lot. Jerry Hicks is his name. He says he went into the store, was like, you know what, let's let this roll here. He bought a scratch-off lottery ticket and then came home with $1 million. Yes. Jerry says that he plans to use this money to help his children and also a retirement as well after 56 years of working as a carpenter.
Congratulations. And if that isn't enough and sweet enough for you, Halloween candy spending should hit a whopping $3.5 billion this year. So which candy is most popular in Texas? That would be Sour Patch Kids. CandyStore.com says that Reese's Cups are #1 in Florida, and in California, M&M's take the top spot. And New Yorkers love Sour Patch Kids as well. So, what's your favorite?
All the above, right there.
All
yeah,
the
no,
above?
I do love me some Sour Patch Kids, but Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Milky Ways, those are kind of my go-tos.
See, mine's not even on there. Airheads. All about the Airheads.
All about the Airheads. No. You got to bring it back. You got to make it a Texas favorite here. All right, guys, taking a look at your traffic authority. Again, major mess out here on the east side of town as we see some more backup here. Basically, we have a crash. Eastbound I-10, all main lanes are shut down right before you get to 410. So this is going to be affecting all of our drivers around the Sam Houston High School area. And traffic now backing things up past W.W. White all the way to Commerce Street and Houston Street as well. So if you're going eastbound I-10, going to run into a major crash out there on the east side of town right by Sam Houston High School, y'all. Not great.
Bosses have some grace if your employees are late this morning. Okay, 88 degrees this afternoon, mostly sunny. We'll see more clouds, more humidity tomorrow. There is a 20% chance of some showers on your Tuesday, 20% chance Wednesday, and then we bump it up to 30% chance Thursday as a frontal boundary gets close. Doesn't necessarily move through, but gets close enough to generate some rain. How's that going to affect trick-or-treating? I think we'll be okay. It'll just be some spotty showers, maybe a storm. But we're going to keep an eye on things. Of course, we'll have updates as the week continues.
You'll float too.
All right, Airheads, huh?
All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you at 9.